So I'm going to start recording in case anyone ever needs to go back to this. The first thing that we're going to do today, this is not a long Zoom. Some of you guys I saw already completed the assignments. Today is a day, it's a testing day. If you think back to when you were in school every day, sometimes we have those where you're just going to complete some assessments to see where you are with these skills. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that we can make a to-do list for yourself today. Today's Friday, so you're going to go to the Friday folder. The first thing that you have is your lesson 11 exit ticket. Remember to solve in your exit ticket packet first, then submit your answers electronically. You're going to see on this exit ticket, it tells you to show your work. I want you to try and use the pen tool right here to show what you did. It may not look the greatest. Like, look at my sloppy numbers. But I'll be able to follow, and I'll try my best to follow your thinking. Doran, please mute yourself if you're going to make noise. Thank you. The only way you're going to get better with using the pen tool is by practicing. So right here it says, show your work. Some of you, and I haven't mastered this yet, have figured out how to use the text box feature to type in your responses. Whichever one you'd like to try, I'm fine with, but there's only 2 questions, so I do want to see your work. That's going to test what we've been doing this week, practicing. Then you have a multiplication quiz. This quiz, raise your hand if you did this one yet. Ilea, was your brain smoking?
I didn't get that. Yeah, it was a little hard.
Yeah, these word problems are going to get your brain ready for next week when we move into multi-step word problems. So for this page, you will need scratch paper. These problems over here, you'll solve basic multiplication. If you need to use the multiplication grid in our resources folder because you don't have your facts memorized yet, you can. Then you're going to choose if this side is greater than, less than, or equal to this side. Then over here, you have multi-step word problems. Word problems need more than just a number for an answer. Who knows what I'm talking about? Izzy?
They also need a unit.
Very good. So just all of these teacher made things, I know sometimes it's very number and space sensitive. Also, sometimes there is an error. But what do I tell you every time there's something you need to submit to me? Who knows? I've told you every time since day 1. Do I just look at the score and put it in my grade book and I'm finished? You know, you're shaking your head no. Why? What do I do with every single assignment?
You go and check on them. Like you go and check.
I look at every single answer you put. And earlier today, I saw someone use an O instead of a 0 and it marked it wrong. Some people haven't been using commas and it marked it wrong. I fix all of your scores and I return it to you. The only way you can see your adjusted score is if you get back on and look. There was a spelling error on one, so you could have been spelling it correctly and marking it wrong. I go back and look at every single one of those. Okay, do you have any questions about this page?
Yes.
Go ahead if you have a question.
When I was doing the test, I submitted it and then I forgot to write the word at the end and then it said I got it all wrong.
Right, well, because you have to do it before you submit it. Any other questions? I've been warning you guys. I was really lenient, telling you, remember to put your units. Remember to put your units. Well, it's time to rip the Band-Aid off. Now, if you don't put a unit, it's not fully correct. So we're releasing some of that 3rd grade mentality, and we're moving in through we're in the second half of 4th grade now, getting you ready for 5th grade. And your last assignment is a number forms quiz. Now, you're going to have to think back. We did different forms of a number the first month of school. But also, who can tell me why it's so important to remember these things? What did we use this week using the area model that relates back to different number forms? Tyler?
That number forms are important.
No, that's true, but that's not what we used this week. What did we use, Tessa, to find the area model? That's a different form of a number. Do you remember?
Do we use like big addition, right?
No, remember we took like, let's say 536. When we put that number into the area model, that rectangle, how do we break up that number 536?
Oh, expanded form.
Very good. And so you're going to see on this quiz that you are going to be responsible for writing some numbers in expanded form. So for this in word form, if you do not put a comma after your place value periods, it will mark it wrong. Remember, I go back and look at that. If you have an extra space when you're writing the equation, it might mark it wrong, but you will get the points back because I go back and look at all of them. So you have 3 assessments that you are responsible for today. And I know a lot of you started already. You want to get ready for your weekend, so that's fine. There wasn't anything on Schoology that said, wait for the Zoom. So if you started already, good for you. I'm glad you're looking at things and seeing what you can get accomplished. Now, you are allowed to go and work for the rest of math today. But if you were not in school on Tuesday or Thursday this week, I want you to stay on because I'm going to explain how to get on extra math to you. If you were in school on Tuesday and you already got these directions, you can go ahead and get to work. If you were in school on Tuesday but you forget, feel free to stay. Okay. So for those of you, if you're leaving, have a great weekend, and I'll see you Tuesday. Remember, you're off on Monday. Tyler, you're not going anywhere. You're staying.
Am I going anywhere?
Nope, you're staying because you
Me?
don't know how to get on extra math yet.
Me?
Yeah. Do you know how to get on extra math?
What is extra math?
Well, then you need to stay if you don't know. Okay, I sent your parents your codes. So everyone has a PIN number. So I'm going to share my screen with you.
This guy.
And I'm just going to go to the internet. If you try to download the app, it will make, I believe it makes you pay for it. But if you use the website, it's free. So when you open up your internet, whether you use Chrome or Safari, whatever it is, you're going to type xtramath.org. Instead of extra being EXTRA, they use just an X. It's xtramath.org. And you hit enter. When you get to this page, you're going to click sign in. You want to make sure you're on the student tab. And you might see names here, you might not, but you're going to click other because we need to register you. You are registered under my email. So
Excuse me, Miss Sufchick.
Yes.
I remember this at school.
Well, we haven't done it when you were in school, honey. Maybe did your old school use it?
No, I did with
Miss Miller?
not Miss Miller.
Okay. Well, you're going to type in my name, Keli. Dot. Now, if you don't have an adult with you, and if you're not, you probably won't remember this. I would probably write this down. And my last name, SHEVCHIK. So my email is my first name with a period, then my last name, Kelly.Shevchik. To make the @ symbol, you hold in the shift button and hit the number 2. GSLIONS.NET. After you put in my email, your username is your first name. So mine would be capital KELI space capital S, period. So Noah, yours would be Noah with a capital N, space, and capital L, period. Tyler, you would be capital Tyler, space, capital H, period. Soren, you are capital Soren, space, capital B. Ilea, capital ILEA, space, capital M. And then you guys get the Zoe, you'll be Zoe, space, H.
Got it.
And then I sent your parents a paper today with your PIN number at the top.
Got it.
So that's on Dojo, I sent that. So then you'll put in your PIN number and then hit sign in. After that first time, you shouldn't have to type that in ever again. Just click that remember me button.
Okay.
Yes, Ilea.
For my capital ILEA, is the
I
M
got it.
capitalized?
Say that again.
Is for capital ILEA, is the M capitalized?
Mm-hmm. Andrew?
Can you go back there? I'm still writing.
Yep.
I'm done writing.
Now, Andrew, yours would be like this. Andrew M. And then I sent your mom on her Dojo your PIN number, okay? It's at the very top of the sheet.
Okay. G-S.
Miss Sofchick.
Shevchik. Yeah.
Sofchick. The people that wrote everything down, can they leave?
You're not leaving.
I wrote everything down.
Okay, just wait in case there's any questions.
Okay. I looked up this game that makes you get better at typing, and it's called Nitro Type.
Oh, I used to have to do typing lessons all the time in my computer class. Okay, does anyone have any questions? I'm going to stop the recording just so this doesn't